Morning, my lovelies. Barbara here with your one card reading for the week ahead. It's Monday, the 24th of October, 2022. I've been up again very, very early. Seems to be the thing about Monday mornings, getting up at 3, but you get loads done. So I suppose it's worth it in the long run. And 1 week to go to Halloween, Samhain. I'm so excited. I've been asked to do a couple of witchy workshops next Monday at a retreat run by Elle from Serendipity. I'm so looking forward to it, really, really am. So what we got coming up the week ahead, here we go. It's the deck called dun, 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 the Wisdom Seekers Tarot. Interesting deck. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th edition of this deck, and when I say this deck, it was originally called Pathfinder's Tarot, which I've got. In fact, I use that for proper when I do readings at fairs and things like that. So over the years, it's changed in size because those ones are massive that I use and are covered in gold colour and things like that. Now they're not. Now they're a bit plain, very plain. You see the light. You can tell it's dark because look, you can see the reflection of it's in my window. It's actually my light, but there we are. On the back. And the pictures themselves, again, exactly the same, but just smaller. And here we have the 9 of Swords. Let's try and get it level. There we go. 9 of Swords. Very simple symbolism, but very strong symbolism. Remember, swords are air signs. So, yes, they're about communication. So this coming week, be very aware of the words that you speak. Because you could start worrying, oh, did I say the same thing? Did I start saying something I shouldn't have said? So be very careful about what you say to people, particularly people who you don't know that well. Just be aware about that. But more importantly, this week is the week that you're going to start worrying about things. And the whole point of the 9 of Swords is there's nothing to worry about. Or if there are worries, they're very, very easily overcome, far more simpler than you actually think they're going to be. You know, when you really play, oh God, say you're going on a journey, oh, it's going to be so complicated to get there, I've got to go there, and then you find there's no traffic on the road, dead easy. And you think, oh, what was I worried about? And that's what this week's all about. And the interesting thing with the symbolism in this card, now, here, I'm trying to not get my light on this, you see here are 8 swords, all perfectly aligned, pointing upwards, and then there's this one out of kilter. That's you. That's us. This week, worry. And let's be honest, there's a lot going on in the world, and in, whatever country you're in, there's a lot of things to worry about at the moment. But the whole point is you don't. This is very much a week, not to ignore it. I'm not saying ignore any issues, but just to work through them, be very logical. Air signs, swords, logic. This is a week of logic. So try and step away from your heart and use this up here. And if you look here also, you see these 2 knights. I mean, they're probably just suits of armour. I don't say there's anybody in them. But nevertheless, they are protecting. I'm trying to get my light off until it's still dark out. They've got their pikes. I think they're called pikes there. They are protecting. They're standing there as sentinels. You are safe. And you see these 2 closed doors or closed windows. It's really bizarre, actually. I guess they're shutters, actually, not doors. They're windows. But they're shut to you. But that's fine, because there's only one way you need to go. You might be, oh, I haven't got many options, because you don't need all those options. All you need is this amazing stained glass window. Look at the glow that's coming, the sunshine. Look at me, look at me. Things aren't as bad, and things are going to become very, very clear to you later on in this week. And again, if you're looking down, see where they've actually depicted the sun, it's lighting up all these swords. And in fact, strangely enough, because you always have to look at the symbolism, I say lighting up all these swords. Here, I'm trying to get it really close to you. You see these 2, they're not particularly lit up, because you don't need to worry about them, and they're of no use to you. They might have been opportunities that you've overlooked or perhaps not accepted. Don't worry, they're not being lit up. They are not important. These are the things that are important. And this is very much a time for you to perhaps, I say it a lot, to meditate, but I would say start thinking about getting, if you like lavender, not everybody likes lavender, use some lavender perhaps on your pillow at night, or have an incense stick, something like that, or something that calms you. For me, it's always rosemary. I just go and pick some rosemary. Anybody who's been to my house, no, I don't actually really have a garden. I've got a little strip of land outside. One thing I've got there is lots of rosemary. A, it's good for protection, but B, just having a sprig and just sort of smoothing it and releasing that amazing aroma calms you down. It really de-stresses you. So if that's the case with you this week, you just need to be sat down and just calm yourself. Stop rushing around, trying to get things done. Do what you can. Think, okay, remember, it is logic. So think what's important. These things over here aren't important. You are important this week. So this is a good week to start thinking very carefully and not panic. I need words going across. Do not panic. You don't need to. Things are not as bad as you appear to feel and think. Take a step back. Look at things logically this week. There are things that are going to pop up, don't get me wrong. Be logical about them and you will overcome them without any worry at all. So, deep breath, enjoy the week. I mean, think of all the storms we've had. The weather's probably going to change now, and I did hear that they said that the 31st of October is going to be one of the mildest for years and years and years. So fingers crossed for people going out, trick-or-treating or whatever you do on Halloween or doing witchy stuff. Anyway, have a fantastic week ahead. Remember, don't panic. Be logical this week and you will overcome anything that is thrown at you. See you soon. Bye for now.